Hi, it's Jelena Eva Ristic from Flamenco for Life, and today I'm coming on to teach you how to make those two palmas sounds we talked about previously, the sordas, the dull sound, and the claras, the very sharp, louder sound, very regular and consistent, and keep them always in time, or as we say in Spanish, en compás. That's extremely important in flamenco, that you always remain en compás. But before I do, if you're enjoying these videos, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below so that you can continue to receive them. So let's start with sordas, and then we'll move on to claras, and then we're gonna mix the two. So the way to practice these to keep them consistent is take notice of where they sound the best. This is the kind of, it's a dull but also profound kind of meaty sound that you get from a sorda. So you don't want this, or you don't want that, you want this. This is the sound that you're looking for. Once you can regularly find that pocket, so you can just do that for a while until you're hearing that each time you bring your hands together, the sound is even. Sorry, I'm clapping over my talking. So you want to bring your hands together again and make sure that the sound is even, like this. Not like this. You hear, those are different sounds. So once you find that comfortable pocket that makes a nice kind of resonant but dull sound, try to keep it there. That's your first step, to make sure you can keep finding that perfect spot over and over again. Same with the claras. So you don't want to hear, that's not what you want. You don't want the sounds to be different. So you want to explore the palm of your hand, looking for that valley that we talked about in the previous video, so that you can get that sound. Okay, so you can get a very clear, crisp, ringing sound. It can sometimes even hurt your ears if it's really perfect. Okay, once you can consistently keep hitting your hands together in the same spot so that every time you bring your hands together it sounds the same, you're ready to pull out a metronome, and I'll show you how I do that in the next clips. All right, so once you're able to keep the quality of the sound of your palmas consistent, your sordas and your claras, you're ready to start using a metronome. Always use a metronome. You will obviously not perform with a metronome, but whenever possible, practice with a metronome so that it gets into your muscle memory, the exact timing to keep your beats regular and not to accidentally speed up or slow down. Okay, so we're going to start at 80 beats per minute with sordas. We're going to just keep going, stay on the beat, and keep the sound even, like this. If you noticed, I started with a fairly slow number of beats per minute. It's 80 beats per minute right now. Once you're comfortable at a certain rate, let's say it's 80 beats per minute, then speed up, right? Don't just keep practicing what you already know. Challenge yourself a little bit. You can even increase it 5 beats per minute or 2, or however many you think you can handle. I'm gonna be bold and go up to 95 right now, just to show you. That is a fair bit of a jump. And if you do even 5 beats per minute per day, which isn't crazy, to improve, if you're practicing regularly, you're gonna get up in the higher numbers in those beats per minute. You're gonna be able to do your palmas really evenly and really quickly in a short period of time. So let's try 95. There's 95. So I'm going to go right on up to 150. Okay, so this isn't difficult for me. I've been doing it for a very long time, and it won't be difficult for you if you practice regularly and with a metronome. You'll get right up here very, very quickly. That's 150, okay? So let's do that with our claras. I'm gonna go back to 80, pardon me, down to 80 beats per minute. Okay. It's really important to keep the sound consistent. So if you're finding that the rate of the beats per minute, the speed of your timing is a little too quick and you're having trouble making the same consistent sound, slow down, okay? So you can see that the consistency of the sound that I'm making is even. It's the same. The sounds are identical and they're in compás, they're in time. So I'm gonna speed that up to 95 just so you can see what that's like again. All right, and back to 150, back up to 150. Then we're gonna do an extra little challenge. Okay, that's all you have to do. Just speed up as you're able to. If you find that you've gone a little too quickly, you're having trouble keeping the sounds even, and you might be missing the beat a little bit, slow down. Your brain does not know the difference between doing something right and doing something wrong. It puts both in your muscle memory equally. So as soon as you start doing something that's a bit off or wrong, stop, rejig, figure out where things are going off, and then either practice making your sounds again, finding those perfect places when you bring your hands together, slow down the what we call the compás or the metronome speed a little bit so that you can do it perfectly, and then speed up incrementally. It's okay to speed up 1 beat per minute, 2 beats per minute, 5 beats per minute, or just a tiny, tiny bit every single day, and you'll get where you're going so quickly. You'll be surprised. If you practice even 5 minutes a day, every day, you'll be able to increase your rate of beats per minute very, very quickly. So I'm back down to 80, and the extra challenge is going between sordas and claras. When you perform, you will have to do that. Depending on what the singer's doing and what the dancer's doing, you will have to change between the more muffled sordas, quieter sordas, and the clear, more louder and more alive, let's say, abiertas. So let's start with 80 beats per minute. I'm going to do a cycle of 8 for each. So 8 sordas, and then 8 claras, and then back to 8 sordas, and back to 8 claras. So let's do that at 80 beats per minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up. I won't count. Now you know it's 8, so I won't count in between. I'll just switch every 8 beats. And just for fun, let's do the 150 for that extra challenge. And there you have it. That's how you can practice your palmas. 5 minutes a day, incrementally increase that rate, the speed of beats per minute, and you'll be up in the higher ranges of 150 or more beats per minute within a couple of weeks, honestly, if you do this correctly. Okay, so, and if you don't take away anything from this, the only one thing I would like you to take away absolutely and always keep whenever you practice is use a metronome. Always, 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 always use a metronome. It will improve your ability to stay in compás like nothing else. Okay, so make sure you're using that metronome and have fun doing your palmas. Until next time.